welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Too Faced Forbidden Fruitcake eyeshadow palette. If you do want to see a review and a demo, then please keep watching. As a huge favor, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and comment anything down below. I greatly appreciate it. I read all the comments and I will do my best to reply back. This palette retails for $27 on Ulta's website. I do want to read a little bit about this palette. It does say, Too Faced took the classic Christmas treat with the bad rep everybody loves to hate and turned it into the Forbidden Fruitcake mini eyeshadow palette of your Yuletide dreams with rich, warm, delectable shades and pops of sweet color nobody can resist. Let's go ahead and open this up. Here's a closer look at what the eyeshadow palette looks like. Really beautiful packaging. And then up at the top you have the shade names. Down at the bottom there's nothing. Here it just states that it was made in the USA. And then on this side there's a different language. On the back you have a little description about the palette and the list of ingredients and the little barcode. Let's go ahead and open this up. Here's what the actual eyeshadow palette looks like. Really beautiful packaging. Up at the top it says Too Faced and then it says Forbidden Fruitcake. On the back of the eyeshadow palette it says Forbidden Fruitcake, then you have the shade names. It was made in the USA. And last line it just has it in a different language. So let's open this eyeshadow palette up. The eyeshadow palette has a bit of a scent to it. It's not overpowering. It smells like a fresh notebook. When you first open a brand new notebook or a notepad, that's what it smells like. The scent does not smell good at all, but let's go ahead and start with the swatches. The first shade in the palette is called Want a Piece of Me. Super soft in the palette. Want a Piece of Me is described as a banana cream matte. That swatch very smooth on the back of my hand. The next shade is called Rum for the Hills. Another soft shadow in the pan. Rum for the Hills is described as a dark caramel matte. Ooh, that's swatched very nicely. The next shade is called Candied Pineapple. Candied Pineapple is described as an antique gold with rose gold glitter shimmer. The last shade in the top row is called Haters Gonna Cake. Haters Gonna Cake is described as a dark chocolate brown matte. The first shade in the second row is called Frosty Buns. Another soft shadow. Frosty Buns is described as a ballet pink shimmer. That's really pretty. The next shade is called Cherry. This one's a little bit scratchy in the pan. Cherry is described as a burgundy matte. Again, very pigmented with one swipe. The second to last shade is called Nobody Loafs Me. Nobody Loafs Me is described as a light tan. The last shade in the palette is called Forbidden Fruitcake. Super soft in the pan. Very pretty. Forbidden Fruitcake is described as a medium brown with shifting emerald green metallic. That's super pretty. Here's what all 8 shadows look like swatched on the back of my hand. Now we're going to create a look using this palette. Taking a fluffy brush, we're going to dip into the shadow in Nobody Loafs Me and apply this all over the crease. Going back and forth, doing windshield wiper motions. You can barely see that shadow. It blends in with my skin tone. I'm going to be doing the same thing for the other eye and then we'll go in with a different shadow. Swapping my brush for a clean fluffy brush, we're going to dip into the second shadow in the palette in the shade Rum for the Hills. Apply this just where our outer V is, doing a circular motion. I want to concentrate that shadow right on my outer V. I like how the 2 shades look like so far. Going back in using that first brush and blending in those shadows. That way there's no harsh lines. Using my finger, we're going to dip into the shadow in Forbidden Fruitcake. Apply this all over the lid. Wow, that green is stunning. I have a little bit of fallout underneath my eye, but I'll clean it up later on. Taking a flat brush, we're going to dip back into the shadow in Forbidden Fruitcake. Go back in the areas where my fingertip missed. Taking a smaller flat brush, we're going to dip into the shadow in Candied Pineapple. Apply this in our inner corner. That shadow really brightened up the look. I'm going to apply the Rare Beauty Volumizing Mascara. I got this mascara as a sample. I think I might pick up the full size during the Sephora VIB sale. I really do like this mascara. For lips, I'm going to apply the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Berlin. Here's what everything looks like. My final thoughts on this eyeshadow palette is that I really do like it. You get a ton of neutral shadows and 2 fun pops of color. You get this beautiful emerald green shade, and then you have this burgundy shadow, which I haven't played with yet on my eyes, but it definitely swatched really nicely on the back of my hand. I really do like this formula. As I swatched it on the back of my hand, there wasn't any patchiness. It's one swipe pigmentation. The formula is pigmented and it is buildable. Going back to the scent of this palette, the smell is very faint. Only if you press your nose against the shadows, then you can smell that notebook smell. That's what I'm getting from this palette. It doesn't smell like Fruitcake at all. I would definitely recommend this eyeshadow palette if you like Too Faced, and the packaging is really cute as well. If you guys already have this palette in your collection, please leave your thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.